Hey guys, how's it going? So I want to keep this video short. We'll call this a mind hack or a perspective hack. I think the mind works in certain ways for certain people, and if you're one of them, if this clicks, it will just kind of reorient the way you see and perhaps deal with future circumstances. So you probably have to have some degree of spiritual practice or self-awareness for this to have any relevance. Um, but basically, the idea is we've all suffered, right? Some degree, or go through some sort of discomfort or discomfort of various sorts, like through work or relationships or parents, and it's generally just not really comfortable when that happens. And that that experience we generally don't like or don't want any more of or want to have less of, or we worry about what may happen again, or we're sick and tired of when it happens again. Um, but the pointer here is to remember or to realize or to look into, probably more importantly, look into, to see that this is true, that all of the suffering that's happened to you isn't here right now. It's in the past, if you want to believe in a past, or it's in your memory, or it's actually just not happening. I'm sure every one of you has gone through lots of challenges that really brought you to your just like edge or brink or. But you know what? Where is it now? Where is it? Honestly, before I ask the question, was it there? Because when I say where is it now, maybe some of you are like, it's right here. I can feel it. I'm thinking about it. And you're reliving it in some sort of memory way. But before that, probably most of your challenges, difficulties, hardships weren't here. And the beauty of this understanding is you can remind yourself in any future moment now that when you're going through something difficult, you can be like, you know what? I'm probably just going to be forgetting this in a future moment. I probably won't even remember this happened in like a day from now or 2 days from now, right? Because like, can you remember the last week or two? Like, can you remember it in detail? Or rather, are you experiencing your past few weeks in detail? Were they actually relevant to right now? And for most of you, outside of like being in hospital with like a traumatic injury, like you lost your leg, and yeah, your leg is still lost. I'm sure this may not be quite the insight for you. For most of you, most of your suffering, most of your troubles aren't here now. I'm sure maybe there's some things maybe you're dealing with that are challenging, that maybe you're worried about in the future that you need to deal with. But that's slightly different. We're just talking about all the accumulation of all the stuff you've gone through in life. Most of it is not happening right now. And when you see that, you can always remind yourself when you're getting like kind of worked up in the moment, any future moments, like, you know what, I'm probably not gonna. You remember this, so why stress over it now? It can kind of take the edge off. It can free you. Because I would say that a lot of the moment-to-moment stress you go through is also the stress of being stressed, or the worry about being stressed, or the fact that it may continue and build, and you're going to be too overwhelmed with it, and it's going to be horrible. But when you remind yourself that, oh yeah, I'm going to forget about this, it can maybe cut that right at the base, so that you don't build this chain of worry on worry, or frustration with frustration, or fear of fear, or anger about anger. You got to practice this. Just remind yourself, oh yeah, I'm probably going to forget about this, whatever stressful thing I'm going through. Huh, what a relief, thank God. I mean, even as I say this now, I can see how I can keep practicing this. on some level, because it's just something like deep in the psyche where stress somehow uh, feels like it's just going to keep building, or that there is stress, it means something about me, or that I somehow broke my perfect record of being not stressed. Now that I'm stressed, it's like it destroyed my self-image of like being a pretty stress-free guy, or a guy who has it all under control, or who doesn't worry, or these are just ideas, self-images that don't mean much or anything at all, or much less important than seems to be the case. Yes, it's quite relieving to remind yourself to remember, oh yeah, whatever this hardship, trouble, stress thing is, I'm probably going to forget about it in a day or two, 3 days, 4 days, 1 hour, 20 minutes from now. It's as good as never happened. It's as good as not happening. It's as good as being free right now. And there's also another connection to this that's also fresh in my mind, is like, this is also true with like social judgment. Because like sometimes when you're in social situations and you feel like you embarrass yourself, or people are thinking something of you or thought of something of you, just like this example I'm giving, where you're going to not remember, most likely people who perhaps were judging you for a minute or thought something of you, or whether or not it's true or not, they're going to forget. They're going to forget probably pretty quickly. Or if they remember, it's just whatever. That can also be kind of relieving to not feel so like, oh, I've created this image of myself and now everyone knows this forever. So I'll leave it at that. Hopefully that was quick and sweet and to the point. All right, guys, take care. Bye.